Up next, the East Kremlin, followed by Redistribute That House, only on KGB, the only network you're allowed to watch.
At 0500 hours this morning, Cuban nationalists from Miami invaded the Bay of Pigs in Cuba.
Were they American trained, Mr. Lennon?
Our KGB intelligence sources believe that the nationalists were trained by CIA operatives.
Was the invasion successful, Mr. Vodka?
Well, their goals were to depose President Castro and take over the country, but the Cuban army was able to overpower them.
Excellent. I'm thinking what Kennedy is thinking in that White House of his.
Well, Mr. Chairman, could I be permitted to make a suggestion?
I support my advisors to speak freely, so...
Well, I suggest we send some of our medium-range nuclear ballistic missiles into Cuba to ensure America will never challenge Castro again.
Whoa! Stalin!
I will not have my advisors telling me to start World War III. Do you understand, Mr. Lennon? Do you understand, sir? Good. This is madness! Do you understand?
Bernard is put to death after pooping on a statue of Lenin. Details at 11. Now back to East Kremlin.
Today is rather a light day here in the USSR. On Thursday, the chairman is set to reveal his new 5-year plan. Some more good news. Winter is starting early this year, which means we should be safe from invasion for the time being. Any questions?
Yes, A.K. Craig. There are reports coming from the AP that Cuba was invaded by nationalists out of Miami. What's your response?
Well, to answer your question, the new 5-year plan would include lots more redistribution of the wealth to aid our troubled economy. Next question.
But that wasn't my question.
Oh! Stalin! Children, get back to work!
Oh, Mao. You remember that joke you had about Eisenhower? Oh, in Tenement Square, right? Oh, good times, good times. Anyway, Mao. I have to get going. You know what? I'll visit, Beijing later, okay? I'll talk to you later. Call him the staff. Have you guys read this? Dear Mr. Chairman Khrushchev, in desperate circumstances, as you are probably aware that the Cuban government is not safe, I have come to the conclusion that the only way I can secure my borders, thus securing communism in the Western Hemisphere, is for you to lend me your medium-range nuclear ballistic missiles. In return, I will send you 1,000 Cuban cigars. Please get back to me as soon as possible. Thank you. Sincerely, your friend, Fidel. P.S. I got your Christmas card, and for an atheist, it was very fine.
Rocket fuel, 6 rubles. Metal encasing, 8 rubles. Spacesuit, 10 rubles. Beating America to the moon, priceless. There are some things the government can't provide. For everything else, there's public card.
Oh yes, here we go. I don't know lucky you are, boy. Back in the US, back in the US, back in the USSR. Oh yes, here we go now. Back in the USSR, don't know lucky you are, boy. Oh yes, here we go. Oh, okay, can I help you?
Didn't I have the Beatles out loud?
Beatles? What Beatles? I see no Beatles. What Beatles? So how about that letter?
That's a real shame.
Yeah, poor Castro.
Those missiles, they should make a big difference, though.
Wait, he's going to send the missiles?
Of course, that is what he's going to decide to do.
Oh, he can't!
Why not?
It would start World War III, for one thing.
There's no way. Those missiles would serve as a deterrent. They would never be launched.
There's no way the West will allow missiles so close to their borders. They'll destroy them.
We have to deal with the missiles in Turkey.
And those missiles are obsolete, and you know it. Castro's crazy. He might launch them.
Those missiles are for defense purposes only. They'll only be launched if Castro's provoked.
Oh, you don't know that. Castro's crazy. He's like communist Santa Claus. He would launch those missiles.
Hey. That's an ally you were talking about. Our only ally in the West.
And the West will provoke him.
There's no way. Cooler
there's
heads
no way.
would prevail.
Oh, come on.
Gentlemen,
Come on, come on.
gentlemen.
Bring it. Cossack boys. Come on.
Gentlemen, the chairman wants to see you.
It's honorable, Chairman.
America, America, mejor.
You're on the air.
Now back to the East Kremlin.
I brought you back to my office because I believe my decision should be decided and thought out in this office, the highest office in the Kremlin. Do you understand?
What did you decide?
Are you going to send them?
Well,
Good evening, my fellow citizens. This government, as promised, has maintained the closest surveillance of the Soviet military buildup on the island of Cuba. Within the past week, unmistakable evidence has established the fact that a series of offensive missile sites is now in preparation on that imprisoned island. The purpose of these bases can be none other than to provide a new...
United forever in friendship and labor, our mighty republics will ever endure. The great Soviet Union will live through the ages, the dream of a people, their fortress secured. Long live...
KGB, the only network you're allowed to watch.